Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream, and guys, already the matches are going right away. So let's open the matches right away. What's the position happening in all their boards? Okay, let's open first of all Indians board where okay we Gukesh is playing against we Prag Pragg is playing against Wu Xianxi and Vidit is playing against Mark Pon, Hare Krishna is playing against Zhu Zunzi. And okay, we will also open the women's sport and let's see what is going to happen. Wait. Okay, wait 1 minute. Just give me one. Right. I can just do this right. And maybe I have to cut like this. Okay, let's open this on lichess tab also. Okay, guys. First, what we will see here, what's happening in the men's board, and after that we will go to the women's board. Okay. By the way, guys, what was happening in the Gukesh game? Okay, Gukesh has slightly a nice position coming in the board right away, and I hope. Okay, I think my voice and everything is fine. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay, in the Gukesh board, what was happened is Gukesh after yesterday lost started with the move e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5. Rai Lopez is on the board, knight f6, and he plays this d3 move. And after this, bishop to c5, bishop g5, h6 is on the board. And after this, bishop h4 by Gukesh, knight goes to e7, a very common idea in the setup. d4, just stacking in the center. And after this, e takes d4, bishop take knight. Okay, bishop take g takes f6, castle, and in this position c6, bishop c4, rook g8, king h1, b5, bishop e2, queen d6, knight bd2. Already that position is little bit messy for both of the players. Actually we can see that okay, Gukesh has castle right now, but yeah, look the king of Gukesh. This rook is already open in the g file, but after this d6, Gukesh find this knight bd3 here, and sorry, knight b3, and after this f5, e takes f5, bishop takes f5, knight f takes d4, and after this bishop e4 and bishop f3, Gukesh offered a trade of bishop here, and after bishop takes bishop, which is not the best here. In this position, Gukesh takes, and his opponent go for the long castle, but immediately after king is gone to the this side, Gukesh start his attack with the move a4, and in this position his opponent just play b4, and after this b4, Gukesh just immediately strike with the move c3, because if you take, I will take, and my suddenly my rook is open in this file, and this is not a good news for the opponent. So what happened is after this knight d5, queen c2 by Gukesh, king b8, and here a5, attacking the queen right away. Queen goes to c7, c takes b4, and after this knight takes b4, which attacks the queen. Queen goes to c4, and after this move queen d7. Already after this rook is c1, we can see that Gukesh is already pressuring this bishop here. And if you move this bishop from there, sorry, okay, you can't move anywhere this bishop, and maybe Gukesh is probably going to take this bishop, and after pawn takes, queen takes is really in the air. But yeah, we have to also see for the fork lights knight to d3 here. So this could be very interesting games on, although the time both there has a decent time in the clock, but now Kuk's position looks very nice here. And in the game of Praggnanandhaa, Pragg is playing today with black pieces. Yesterday, Pragg wins a very nice game where he is in trouble, where he sacrificed a piece on g5 yesterday, and after that, he just converted a match beautifully. Okay, knight f3. knight f6, ratty opening was played, and after this c4, this basically transformed into English. d6, knight c3, d5, and you can see that after this d4, c6 here, e3, knight bd7, queen goes to c2, and after this queen c2, bishop d6, and after this bishop e2, castle, castle, and in this position Pragg take the pawn on the c4, and now the bishop has to take that pawn. b5 attacking the bishop, bishop goes to d3, bishop b7 here, and after this knight g5 here. In this position Pragg play this h6, kicking out this knight from that g5 square right away, and after this knight goes to e4, bishop goes to e7. Pragg say, I will not give that bishop to you, and in the future this bishop can be very powerful on this, sorry, in this diagonal already. So let's see, after this knight takes knight, okay, wait, after this bishop e7 here, his opponent took the knight, and in this position Pragg takes the knight back with the, okay, Pragg takes the knight back with the knight, and after this knight e4, knight takes e4, bishop takes e4. Wait, 1 minute, guys. And okay, queen b6, a3, b4, a takes b4, and the current position is this, and this position looks very nice for Pragg right away, but yeah, black is just, white is just pressuring the pawn on c6 right away. Now it's opponent move, and I think although this pawn is just defended twice twice here with rook and the bishop, but you can't afford to take it with the bishop, because suddenly your queen will be pinned here, so you can't take away right away this pawn. So let's see what they are going to do in the meanwhile in the game of Vidit, what opening has played. Let's see, guys. Vidit has started with the e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, and bishop to c4, which is Italian opening, and after this bishop c5. In this position c3, Coco pianissimo has happened in the board, and after this knight f6, now d3 is the main move here, and after this d6, a4 right away played by Vidit, and after this a6 here, castle, and bishop a7, all theories going right away. Rook comes to e1, h6 was played by his opponent to stop ideas like bishop g5, and after this knight goes to d2, a common idea, putting knight on f1 and maybe in f3, sorry, g3 or e3. So it's all theory, and after this knight goes to f1, rook e8, knight g3, bishop e6, bishop takes bishop, rook takes bishop, b4 was played here already. With it's really doing great in the opening here, and after this queen c2, queen d7 was played, bishop e3, and his opponent took the bishop, and already it seems like, okay, after taking with the rook here, his opponent rook goes to d8, b5, a takes b5, knight e7, and now in this position with this strike with the move c4 here, his opponent take the pawn, he took the, oh, sorry, wait, his opponent doesn't take, right? Okay, after this his opponent takes the e pawn here, and in this position d takes e4, and already you can see that this position is looking very equalish right away. But yeah, after the c6, opponent just want to trade some more pawns here, but in this position with it say, I will play queen b2, and if you take, maybe with it can take with the bishop, with the queen, and if queen takes, pawn takes, then suddenly still the position is very much equal. Knight g6, h3, c takes b5 has happened, and c takes b5, rook c8, and rook b3 is the current position right away. And although this position is very much equalish right away, Pragg is also doing great here. Gukesh has already a nice position against his opponent. His opponent king looks very much weak, although Gukesh king is also very much in danger because of this rook is still in the open fight. But yeah, his opponent king is more weaker than his king. So it's happening. Okay, in the game of Hare Krishna, what was happened? Okay, they had started. Okay, Hare Krishna has black pieces. His opponent started with the d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight c3 was happened, and after this move d5, which is known as the queen's gambit decline variation. C takes d5, e takes d5, bishop g5, and now bishop e7 was played. E3 was happened in the board after this, and after e3 in this position, Hare Krishna just castle here, and after this bishop to d3 here in this position, rook to e8, just centralizing the rook here. Nice knight go to e2 square, and after this c6 here by Hare Krishna. It all seems like Hare Krishna is doing really great. He has almost developed his pieces. This bishop is really open. Maybe bishop can be put in on this g4 square right away. But after this castle, what happened is he played knight first h5, and after this bishop takes bishop, queen takes bishop, queen goes to b1, and there you can see that queen and bishop battery is just attacking the pawn on s7. So in this position, Hare Krishna just play this pawn to g6. b4 was happened in the game. Knight goes to g7, and after this b5. Okay, his opponent is trying to create counterplay on this queen side right away. But yeah, it's not easy for him also, his opponent, to do that. And after this bishop f5, a4, a5 here, knight g3, and now you have to take the bishop, otherwise your pawn structure is going to be okay, weird. And after this queen takes c3, knight goes to d7, rook ab1, h5, and after this h3 here, knight goes to e6, knight ge2, queen d8, rook f c1, and the current position is, guys, this one. Although it seems like Hare Krishna position is looking like a dangerous position, because this rook is already on this b7 square. But look, this rook is not doing anything here. What is rook doing here, guys? The rook is not doing anything here for his opponent. And although the position is still very much equal, very much control of Hare Krishna, and look at the time difference of Hare Krishna, guys. Hari has really much more time than his opponent right away. And okay, after this, let's go to the women's board, guys, or maybe we can check the Iranian board also. Oh, Lakpom Lang has beaten Param Magshadhaloo. Wow, guys, that was a big result, because if Lakpom Lang team is able to beat Param Magshadhaloo, and India is able to beat China today, then India will be number one today. So let's see whether that is going to happen or not. So let's go back here and see that, okay, in the game of Amin tabatabai, the game was very much equalish. Although, okay, he is a pawn down, but two rooks are already staring the pawn on this h file already. And in the game of okay, already I hope, wow, that would be great result if Lakpom Lame team is able to hold or even win against Iranian team. Then there are very much high chances that India will get a gold, because look at, if you look the standings, we already see that Iran team is number one with the match point 9. But look at his game point, he has only 12.5 game point, and already India is in second position with 8 match point. If today Iran team is lost, then, and if India has won, then, guys, India will be in top. And even if India is managed to draw, or even Iran is managed to draw, India is going to be number one because of the game point. Look at the difference in game point, 1.5. So there are very high chances that, guys, India is going to be in top today after today round, because Gukesh's position looks very nice right away in this moment. Okay, his opponent has played this rook to g4. Maybe there are, okay, queen has been exchanged in this board. Okay, after this rook is c1, queen g4. In this position, Gukesh exchange the queen, and after this queen g4, rook takes g4, and here the black ideas are very simple. Black wants to just double his rook on g file, but we have always moved like g3. But now in this position, we can take this knight right away, because if you take with the pawn, your pawn structure is going to compromised. So it is not a good position for black here. And already Gukesh is doing a great job in his game. But let's look on the women's section also. What was happening in the women's section? Okay, already let's look to the game of Koneru Humpy. Wait, yeah, let's look the game of Koneru Humpy right away. Although the Koneru Humpy has a decent advantage looking here. Look with the dark square weakness. Okay, already he has dark square bishop, but still this knight is very annoying for uh, black here. Okay, black wants to take this, but whenever you take, I take. And okay, although right here it's Humpy's move, what is Humpy is going to play here? And okay, although Humpy is a okay, is he a pawn? She is a pawn up. Oh no no. Okay, but still his position looks very nice here. And although and after in the board of Vaishali, okay, Vaishali, sorry, oh, Vantika as always, he has a decent advantage in her board. Already Vantika is close to winning this game. And look at this position, guys. Look at the black pieces. They are just in their starting ranks, and black pieces are not doing anything here. Black pieces are already doing nothing here on the last rank here. And look at the rook of Vantika. Vantika rook is ready to come on maybe here on G file, maybe on H file. And look at the white pieces, very much active. Black pieces are very much passive here, and it's almost winning advantage for Vantika here. In the game of Shavita series, Shavita has a slight worse position right away. But yeah, let's see what is going in his her game. Okay, here what happened in Savita's game? Okay, black white has basically nice pawn structure here in the center, and little bit this bishop is already passive, and this queen rook are well placed here. So, okay, Humpy is doing great. Uh, Savita is slightly in worse position, and Vantika is already has a winning advantage almost in the game of Vaishali. Okay, sorry, is this Vaishali game? Okay, Vaishali has also a great position here. Okay, let's flip the board right away. Uh, okay, in the game of Vaishali, what was happening is, oh, already Vaishali has doubled his rook on the c file right away, and he's just pressuring. Okay, she can take this knight, and maybe the pawn structure is going to compromise. And already Vaishali position looks great. This bishop can join here, and this bishop is very much active here. Knight can go here. Maybe if he takes, or maybe can you take? Maybe you can take this first and just put knight here. There are some ideas like this going away here. So already in the Vantika is just better. Humpy is better, and Vaishali is also doing great. And okay, for right now, Savita has a slight worse position, but yeah, it's not losing yet. And in the game of men's board, what was happening in the cookie board was after this queen takes g4, he just exchanged the queen, and after this rook takes in this position, he takes the bishop on c5 and say to the black, look, your pawn structure is now very weird. After this d takes c5, now this your white is just winning this pawn right away. And here what can black play right away, right? And maybe you can double here. Okay, for right now, double here and maybe try to exchange this rook from here, but you have to keep an eye on the back rank. So maybe in between you have to play a safe move like s6 g3. So already Gukesh is a pawn up here, guys, already in his position. Gukesh is going to take this pawn, and Gukesh has a decent position already. Gukesh, okay, today Gukesh is doing great, guys. And the meanwhile, in the game of Praggnanandhaa, Pragg is doing also very nice. Okay, for right now, this pawn is in pressure, but yeah, right now it is defended with three pieces, so no worries for Pragg also. Although Pragg can play this c5 right away, just getting rid of that c pawn here, because if you take bishop take and all the, or maybe you can take with the rook. No, you can't take with a rook. Okay, you can take because this d8 square is already controlled by the queen. So you can take with the rook also. So everything is working here. Pragg is also doing very nice in his position. And okay, everything is going fine for him. Meanwhile, in the game of Vidit here, what was happen is, Okay, we can look out how Lacom Lamb just oh Lacom Lamb lost. Oh sorry, I thought Lacom Lamb win. Okay, 0-1 now. Okay, sorry, it's just my mistake. How just he wins in 32? Okay, Lacom Lamb was just outplayed by Param. What opening they had played? Queen's Gambit declined. Okay, Catalan opening was happen in their board. After g3, he just gives a check on here. Bishop goes, he just go back. After bishop g2, castle c6 was played here. Queen goes to c2, s6 here. And somehow lack of name just lost after knight bd2. B5 and B3, and in this position Param find the very nice move which is E5, attacking the bishop and same time striking in the center. After knight takes E5, knight takes E5, bishop takes E5, and in this position he's okay, Param play this F6, which is not the best here, because after this bishop goes to F4, queen takes D4. Here already you can see that Param is a pawn up, but after this knight to F3, attacking the queen right away with the rook and queen. But this was not the best here, because after this queen to B6, knight F, okay, bishop D6 was the horrible mistake by lack of line, because after the bishop takes, rook takes, c3 has come, and this passer is really tough for uh tough to stop. Okay, for right now, if you take this, what is going to happen? This is just lost after this queen takes f2, because this knight and this queen are watching this f2 pawn here, so you can't take away this c3 pawn right away. But and that is a big issue in the lack of line position. After this a3, rook a7, rook a d1, b4 was played here. And now the idea of b4 is very simple. If you take, still my pawn structure is really going great here, and already Param has a great position here. And after this knight to d4 and rook d7, after this rook takes c6, he took the rook, he took the pawn here, attacking the queen. But after this queen a7 here, after this a takes b4, rook takes knight. Okay, he sacked the knight, because guys, after rook takes, queen takes d4. Okay, it's not a sack, it's just a, okay, he has to give that piece, really. And after this pawn take pawn, bishop f1, bishop b7, attacking the rook, rook goes to c4, attacking the queen, queen d1, queen takes c3 pawn. But right now, okay, black pawn lime was able to get, hello Madhavai, welcome to the stream guys, everyone. And if you are not like the stream, please like the stream guys. Okay, after this queen d1 for right now, okay, white is get rid of that one. But look at this, white has already okay, sorry, black has already a piece up. This his queen and his rook is very active. This bishop is not doing here anything. Now this bishop a6, attacking the bishop, attacking the rook, and same time pressurizing this bishop here. King goes to g2, rook d2, and after this the game was just over, because you can't defend this. This is already hanging here. Pawn g3. Okay, in the game of Gukesh, Gukesh has a great position. Gukesh is simply a pawn up, and after this bishop f4, uh, Gukesh has a very nice position here. Gukesh has already is have a pawn up, a pawn, and maybe he can play this rook to h5 here, maybe to attack further this h6 pawn here. So already the Gukesh position seems very nice, and maybe Gukesh can convert this position. Although in the game of Praggnanandhaa, what was happened is, after this bishop e4, in the game bishop a6 was played by Pragg, queen a4, and after this bishop b5, and Pragg position is really very solid. This bishop is guarding this pawn, this bishop is attacking with this queen, and rook is just defending the pawn on c6, which is a weakness for right away for black. But yeah, black is successfully uh, defending that pawn. Queen d1, king goes to g8, and after this h4. Okay guys, here this pawn seems like a free pawn, but this is not a free pawn. Whenever you want to go to take the pawn on h4, you are just uh, b5, just b4 just falls, and you are not able to get back that bishop on this great diagonal. So it can be risky. So Pragg will not take this pawn. And what can Pragg can play here? Actually, that's the case here. Pragg is also doing great here, by the way, guys. And after h4 in the game of Vidit, what was happened? Vidit is also playing a very nice and instructive endgame for right away. Okay, the position is pretty much symmetrical. Both player has same number of pieces, and okay, time is almost same. So this position, I'm expecting that this position is going to be a draw. But by the way, in the game of Hari Krishna, what was happened is after this rook b1, Hari Krishna just immediately puts his knight on d6. Maybe the knight is going to this beautiful c4 square right away. But and after this knight c1, knight f5 was played by Hari Krishna. Wow. And knight goes to b3. And now what is Hari is going to do? Okay, for right now you can play this rook to b8 here. But yeah, I'm just pinning this knight for right away. Okay, already the rook is defended by the queen. But yeah, still this you are just getting a open file for some time. So maybe Hari will play this rook to b8, just taking the open file. Knight can't take this. So it is uh, a nice question for Hari Krishna. And look the time of Hari Krishna here. Hari has already Hare Krishna has already 36 minutes in the clock. So everything is going in the favor of Hare Krishna here. By the way, in the game of tabatabai and okay, they are just crushing everyone. Iran team is just doing great. There are very less chance today that Iran team is going to lose today. Meanwhile, in the women's sport, women are really doing great. Already Vaishali has a nice position here. Okay, and his opponent has offered a queen trade, but now in this position, this queen is already defended right away. Can you just go for h5, maybe h6, sorry, h5, h4 here, just taking more space in the center? Whenever you take this, we are just getting knight in a very active square, because after this knight take queen, knight is just well placed on this b4 square. So Vaishali has to think. Okay, Vaishali has slightly less time than his opponent, but yeah, still it's Vaishali's position who has chances for winning the game. And by the way, in the game of Vantika is already crushing his opponent with the move like g4. He has just opened the king, and now this bishop is really active here. If you take, wow, this position seems like very much winning for Vantika, and Vantika is going to win this position, guys. Already Vantika has 30 minutes right away. His opponent has only 14 minutes, and already we can see that he is doing great job, because you can't take this pawn right away, because after this rook take pawn, suddenly the queen is entering here. There, okay, bishop sack on h6 is possible right away, and knight can also come in the game with the h4 and maybe on this g6 square right away. So guys, Vantika is going to crush this position. Okay, for right now, women's both are really doing great. Humpy has also a good position in the board, and Humpy has played okay in the game of. Meanwhile, in Humpy's board, okay, g4. Okay, sorry. Let's go to the Humpy board. Wait. Okay, meanwhile, in Humpy's board, what was happened here is I am thinking out, can black can take this. Okay, for right now, your knight is attacked, so you can't take. So in this position, what has happened is he played this bishop to a6. A very tricky move. Suppose you take bishop takes c5, the opponent is going to take this knight with the rook, and this rook is protected by the bishop here. So you have to go then queen to d4, and but queen to d4 after this. I'm thinking about little bit. Can this move is possible? No. Okay, sorry, he can't play this move because right away your knight is just hanging here. So knight has to go back. Okay, knight here is just looking very passive. You are just after this you can just takes the pawn, or maybe take this pawn, right? Yeah, you can take this pawn because bishop can't take. And if you are going to take this bishop, then simply d7 is just winning, guys. Wow, you don't even need to take this knight away because this pawn is unstoppable right away. No one can stop this pawn from winning. He has to give his queen. So Humpy's position looks very nice here, and already Humpy is doing great. Vaishali position is also very much fine here. Vantika is already crushing his opponent. Okay, Savita is managed to equalize the position right away. Okay, and look at his knight. Knight is well placed on this g4 right away, and his opponent has to play. Okay, for right away, this bishop is attacked. Maybe Vantika can exchange this knight with the bishop because this bishop will very powerful on maybe on this diagonal bishop on this diagonal also. So, women's sport we are doing great, while in the men's sport, oh, okay. Here, basically, guys, what was happened is the active way for Gukesh is to go for this rook to h5, but after this rook to d6, I'm not seeing any way to continue the position. How you are going to win that pawn? Already these two weaknesses are already defended by the rook right away, so it's not easy for Gukesh also to find the winning plan here. So, but yeah, still Gukesh's position looks very much winning here, very much in control. And after this rook c3, his opponent just immediately plays rook to d5, activating his rook here. Now Gukesh has to activate this rook also. Maybe rook e1 looks good because you don't want to put this rook on c file because this pawn is already protected by the knight, and so rook to e1 is looking good for Gukesh. But let's see what Gukesh is. Meanwhile, in the Pragg's game, what has happened is Pragg is after this queen d1, king g8 by Pragg, h4 by his opponent. He plays this bishop to a6 right away, and already the position is very much equal here, and both pair has same amount of time. So I am hoping for a draw, but we all know Praggnanandhaa. He can just turns out any position at any time. So Pragg is very tactical in the later half of the game. And in the game of Vantika, I think there is okay. In the game of Savita Shri, wow, what happened? Savita is really better here. Okay, right away we had seen the bold right away. Okay, here she is just attacking the bishop. His opponent played this f5 right away, and what happened is after this knight takes bishop, queen takes bishop. Now in this position, Savitashri just played this queen to c5, and now you have to sorry, you have to take this queen. Uh, Pawn takes, and suppose you takes this pawn here, but now after h takes g6, already black is really doing great. Black has double bishops right away. The pawn on b7 b2 is really weak. Black can just okay, for right away it can't be attacked, but yeah, black's position really looks nice with these double bishops here. Yeah, maybe king g2, putting this rooks on open file, maybe further attacking the pawn with the rook coming on this d file. Although Savita position looks great here after this queen c5, his opponent is thinking what to play, but it is already not good. Okay, in the meanwhile, in the game of Hari Krishna, what was happened is after this knight to c1 here, Hari Krishna played this knight to f5, knight goes to b3, and rook goes to p8, just spinning the, and in this position his opponent just play this knight to d2, and after this rook trade. Now hurry strike with the move c5 here, just getting rid out of a backward pawn here, and after you have to trade it, otherwise we will trade it, and suppose if you trade it, then I can take, or maybe does, should I need to take this, or maybe d4 just is more natural. Okay, d4 also look great, guys. You are just, okay, d4, or maybe you can just yeah, you can just take this, right? Is an issue? Okay, sorry, wait, I had pretty that you can just take this. No, you can't take this, right? Because of the move queen b5, attacking this, you can't defend both. So in this position, after this c5, the main idea is, if white takes, you don't take the pawn with the knight, because the queen is coming on the b5, hitting the knight and hitting the pawn right away. So what will you do is, you will play this d4 move, which is a very critical move, and after this you are attacking the knight, you are attacking the pawn. Suppose white takes this pawn, now you will take this pawn with the queen, and suddenly you will see that these two knights are hanging. So knight, this knight to e4 makes very much logical here, just to defending that knight. But now you can take this knight with this knight, and after this, suppose knight takes knight, maybe you can, you can take this, or maybe I think just take with this, just defend the pawn, it is good. And although Hare Krishna's position seems like a very drawish here, so we have to expect something from Gukesh or Praggnanandhaa for today. Maybe they had to win their positions. Meanwhile, I am expecting it from the Gukesh already. But yeah, there is the end game going right away with the rooks. So let's see. Already Gukesh is a pawn up right away. So let's go to the game of Vidit. What was happening in the Vidit game? Vidit has successfully keeping pressure his opponent with the rook coming on this b5, putting some pressure on this e4, e5 pawn right away, threatening to take that pawn. So I guess his opponent has to defend the pawn. So how can he defend the pawn right away? Okay, maybe you want to go this rook here, but it seems very passive. Okay, you can go here, but yeah, uh, mm, yeah, this move can be played, or maybe you can just go to knight to d7, just protecting this pawn. Sorry, just protecting this pawn, and right away attacking the pawn on b6, which is most active plan here for black here. So it seems like in the all men sport, India is just very solid here. So someone has to strike. Otherwise, there are very less chances that India is going to win the gold. Already India is on second number. Iranian team is really doing great. Already Param has beaten lag form line. Amin tabatabai position looks great already. And okay, and so let's see guys what is going to happen. At least from India, they had to strike here, guys. Guys, if you had not like or subscribe to the channel, just like the channel, guys. Like the stream. Okay, meanwhile, in the game of Praggnanandhaa, his opponent has placed his queen to a4, and now he's just keeping some pressure on this bishop, right? Okay, right away, this queen is not doing anything, but there are some indirect pressure on this pawn, this bishop, and the queen is already defending so much well here. So what can now, okay, maybe bishop b5 looks more than just attack the queen. Maybe guys, they are going to take triple repetition draw. Already I guess this position is repeated, right? Bishop b5 comes once on the move number 29, and after this king goes to d1, king g8, h4 was played and bishop a6, queen a4, and now after bishop b5 this position repeats after this queen d1. So okay, our Pragg is going to take the draw. It seems like they are going to take the draw, right? But this means somebody from the top has to take a win, but it's not looking very easy for them because the position is still very much equalization all votes. Meanwhile, women are really doing great in their games. They are okay, they are going to win their games. I'm pretty much sure they are going to win their games. So it's there is no issue that women will win. But in the meanwhile, in men's sport, it's not looking very much easy for Team India to take the win. Although they are drawing their games every games. And okay, Gukesh can press maybe, but yeah, in the meanwhile in the Prag's game, it looked like they are going to take the draw. So, okay, Pragg has repeated the position with the move bishop b5. Maybe queen goes to d1 again. Maybe Pragg will play again this bishop a3 and they are going to take the draw. But I'm hoping from the Pragg that he will not take the draw because India needs a win here. Okay. Meanwhile, in the position of Gukesh, g3 and after this rook to e4 was played. But for right away, okay, you have to play this king g2 here. King g2 is just bring the king in the game. This seems very much equal position, although his opponent is a pawn down right away. But yeah, there is no way to attack these pawn weakness on this f7 and h6 here. So what is going to happen? Mukesh's position looks not so much tactical here. Okay, he has played king g1 already, which is nice. Maybe he does want to bring the king from f1. Maybe try to exchange one pair of rook. Meanwhile, in Pragg's game, Pragg after this bishop to b5, his opponent is thinking for his move. Maybe his opponent can just go back queen to d1 and repeat the position second time. And okay, guys, I am very much expecting a draw in their boards in the Praggnanandhaa because they had repeated the position. Vidit, in the meanwhile, in the game of Vidit, what was happened is his opponent has played this knight to d7 move, and now suddenly it looked like that this pawn is attacked with the rook, same time with the knight. So what is the defense for white in this position? Okay, maybe you can go rook d5, but after this knight b6, it doesn't seem okay. Then you play rook b6, yeah, and you are attacking the knight right away. But and okay, knight if knight moves, you are going to take the pawn on b7. Okay, it seems like with it is already going to be a draw position because I guess now with it cannot win this position. Although he can take the draw because right away there is symmetrical pawn structure and this pawn is already attacked by two pieces. There is no way to defend that pawn here. You have to play rook move like rook to t5, and okay, you can't take with the rook because your knight just hangs, so you have to take with the knight. But after this rook to again b5, you can't move away your knight, and black is already doing great because he is a pawn up. But meanwhile, in the position of Vidit, what was happen is after this position, Vidit play this knight to f5 here, and Vidit is saying that this if you now take the pawn here with the knight, then after this knight takes e5, your rook is just going to attack, and if you take this, I am going to take this, and already white is just better here. Or maybe there is some other moves like knight is on fork. Wow, Okay, a very nice idea found by Vidit here. But now what happened is his opponent has taken the pawn with the rook. Now you will go rook to d5, attacking the knight here right away. And maybe knight goes to f6 here. But after this, rook d8 check, king to s7, and maybe knight to d6. Can you, sorry, what can you play here? Knight to d6. Yeah, so you can play knight d6 attack. Okay, making pressure on this b7 pawn, and same time you are attacking the pawn on f7 right away. Guys, if you had not liked the stream, please like the stream. Okay, this was happened, guys. Okay, although in their games, what was happened is after a rook takes a pawn, with it take the rook. And now after knight takes, with it then play this knight to d6, which is the very important move because now you are attacking this pawn here, and now you can't defend this pawn here. So you can take this pawn right away, and this is okay. Okay, sorry, Vidit has find a way to save the position right now, and it is a good move really. That's nice move from Vidit here. Okay, Vidit and his opponent has taken the draw, guys. Okay. Meanwhile, in Hari Krishna game was what happened was after c5, but we has discussed it. If you take the pawn, you have to push this because if you take the pawn with the knight, then queen comes on b5, attacking your knight, attacking your pawn, and there is no good way. Okay, suppose you play this, and this will come, and there is no way to defend the pawn here. Pandana Raina, game of Vietnam. Okay, bro, can you tell me the name of player of Vietnam player? Can you tell me some player name of Vietnam? Actually, I doesn't know. Meanwhile, what happened in the Hare Krishna game was after this c5, his opponent takes the pawn, and now in this position, Hari has to play this move d5, and the idea is very subtle because now if you take, I will take the pawn with the queen. I am attacking this knight, attacking this knight, so you have to play this knight c to e4 here, defending the knight. But now you can take the pawn here with the knight, and certainly this is looking good position for. Okay, it's not winning position, but now it's very okay. After this, queen to b8 by white. Now king to g7 is going to happen already for right away. Hare Krishna is just pressuring his opponent to take the pawn on this a5, a4 right away, but it is not going to be easy because these two knights are really active here, and if you do a slight mistake here, this knight and the queen can punish you right away. So Hare Krishna has to be careful, although he has a good drawing chances here. But in the game of Praggnanandhaa, what was happened after this bishop to b5 was his opponent is still thinking, and maybe okay, already this position has come twice. Okay, this position is draw. Wait, they had drawn their game. Wow. Guys, Praggnanandhaa has taken that draw. They had drawn their game with the threefold repetition, and their game is already drawn here. So the game of Pragg is already draw, guys. And okay, someone has to win. Vedit has already taken the draw. Hari game is really going very drawish. Okay, our India is going to take draw today again. It is not a good result for India, I guess. If because already Iran team is two ahead with us. Let's look to the Iran team. What was happening? Okay. Okay, Param Magshadhaloo already beat Slapom line. Okay, tabatabai drew his game. Leah Tuha Minha is not doing great here, guys. Already his position is in trouble after this rook here. Okay, he has to find this move. Bishop takes g7, which was not easy because the idea of bishop takes g7 is if king takes g7, now you will play this rook to d5. Your rook is pretty much active in the game, and there are some mating ideas here, and white is really doing great. But what happened in their game was after rook takes d5, his opponent find the critical move c3, just attacking the bishop. You can't take this because knight is already defending the pawn. Rook is already defending the pawn. So what happened in the game was after this bishop a1, rook takes a3. Already the position is still very much losing for white here. Meanwhile, in the game of fourth board, where okay, Daneshwar Bal, okay, where is this from? Okay, Vietnam. Okay, this is the Vietnam game, right? Okay, bro, this is the Vietnam. Guys, in the game of Vietnam, Lacombe Lamb is already lost. Okay, and here Daneshwar is from Iran, right? Let's flip the board. What can black can do? Okay, this is very close position right away here, guys. Already for right now, okay, black is a pawn up, but look at this bishop that attacking the pawn. You can't move. You have to find some check ideas, guys. Otherwise, this game is just lost. After this king c2, okay, maybe rook a4 just attacking the pawn here. Even you can't take this because the rook is just forking you. So maybe king c3 again, a rook check here. Okay, this position is going to be draw. Uh, they had to take the draw, guys. And already Iran team is already very close to winning the gold medal here. And but India has some chances, so Gukesh has to win today. Otherwise, there are no chances for India to win the gold. And guys, if you have not liked the stream, please like the stream. Although here the game between Lat, okay, who is white? Okay, here white player is also getting crushed here already. Here, okay, his opponent play this knight to knight e2 f6, which is not the best here because now I guess you can just go rook d4. But what is happening with the rook d4 still? This c pawn is really dangerous for opponent. Okay, Vidit has taken the draw. Pragg has taken the draw already. And okay, the game was going between Hari Krishna and his opponent. Maybe Hari can squeeze this game, but there are very less chances because of the same pawn structure. And there is a knight in the board for both players. Queen here, pawn on a4, a5. That seems very much pro-ish. Meanwhile, in the game of Gukesh, I'm expecting something from Gukesh today. Gukesh, you have to strike. Okay, knight h4 was played by Gukesh, but already the Gukesh is very less in low in time here, guys. And already the Gukesh portion doesn't seem very pleasant. Okay, it's very much equal, but yeah, it's not winning. And okay, so okay. I guess after today, what was going to happen is India has 8 match point. Okay, Vietnam is okay. What happened in after this time? Okay, Vietnam team is going to lose. Okay, Iran will have 11 match point. India has 9 match point if they take the draw today. So I guess there is no way to look at these games. India. Let's go to the women's board where Indian women are just crushing their opponents. Meanwhile, in the game of Hari Krishna, this is Queen has been gone from the board. And this game is just going to be a draw, guys. There is no way that anyone can win this game in the top level. Meanwhile, Gukesh has to do some miracle, guys, in their position. Otherwise, okay, let's look to the women's board, guys. Humpy, let's look the game of first Humpy here. Oh, Humpy just matched his position right away. He is just better, right? She is better somewhere. We had seen. Okay, Bishop a6 here. Oh, here he has to find the move b takes c5, guys. He just move out his knight. Here, guys, she has found the move b takes c5, but it was not easy because rook is coming here. Mons Raju, hi, Ding Liren playing for China at Asian Games. Can someone? No, Monish Raju, Ding Liren is not playing with the Chinese team in this Asian Asian game. Ding Liren is not playing, guys. And okay, in this position, what was happened is his opponent played this bishop to a6. And here the idea is very simple. You are attacking this knight and the rook is threatening to come to take the knight on e2 square. But here is a very subtle move for black. That is c takes knight. And here, after you take this knight with a rook, you will just go queen takes d4 here. And you are attacking this knight right away, right? And suppose black plays this move like bishop g7 here just to defend this. Then after this c takes d6. It's really hard for black to, okay, there are no very good discoveries here. Suppose knight goes to d7, the bishop is attacking the queen right away, but your queen will just come to a4. You will get back your knight back here, and these pawns can be dangerous for opponent here. So, but what Humpy missed is after this wait, knight g3. Okay, she just played knight g3. It takes b4 happen, pawn takes pawn, and suddenly after this knight exchange, look this pawn. This pawn is not now blocked with the pawn on d6. So that's the major difference here. But yeah, it's not easy to calculate all the variation right away. Queen c2, bishop g7, queen b3, bishop b5, bishop, okay. And now bishop b1 attacking the knight here. Because this knight is defending the pawn here, so white wants to eliminate this knight here. Guys, if you had not liked the stream, please like the stream. It will be great if we reach 10 like today. And okay, meanwhile in the game of uh, Vaishali here, Vaishali is already crushing his opponent, guys. Wow, Vaishali is a 2 pawn up right away here. And already his pieces are very much active. Look at this passive knight on this a4, a5 and a4 square right away. Wow, that is very great, guys. Rook is on this open c already. And for right now, this pawn is under attack. But now what will you play is you have to play bishop d4. Okay, what is the best move here? Just play bishop d4, but after bishop d4, pawn take, rook take. Now what is the move here? You have to play rook to a2. Oh, rook to a2. Just tie down this rook on this d4 square. And now this rook is protecting this knight. And there is no good way to do that. Okay, maybe you can take this, but yeah, I'm taking this and this game is already lost, right? So, Vaishali is really doing great. Vaishali is going to win his game, and Humpy is also has a slight good position. By the way, in the game of Vantika, Vantika is as usual crushing his opponent. As always, I had seen the game of Vantika. I like his gameplay style. He is so much attacking player. I always see his game and his opponent king is always like this. Although his king is still is still weak, but there is no way for black right away to attack his king, and it's white who is doing attack here. Already these knight are well placed. Okay, for right now the queen is hanging far away, but you will just play this queen to h5 here. Maybe okay, there are some everything is working for white here. Black has no chance. What is black going? Okay, maybe rook d5 chasing away this, but now you will play this knight f to g5, which is a very nice move because you can't take this knight because of this checkmate idea. Of maybe first you have to start with knight f6 check, and if you take this, then it's mate. Sorry, no, it's not. Sorry, no, it's not. It's mate here. It's mate here. So Vantika position seems very nice here. Now Vantika has to play knight. Oh, sorry. What is this mouse slip? Queen h4. If rook attack this, you are just playing this, and there is no defense for black right away. Vantika is now threatening some sort of attacks on this f7 square. There are some. This position looks very much winning. This portion Vantika is surely going to. Meanwhile, in the game of Savita Shri, what happened in the Savita Shri game. Savita has also a great position here already. The here, okay. Now I guess whose move is this? It's Savita move. Okay. For right away, I guess I can take this, and if it takes this, then rook d4 is just winning. I'm attacking these two pieces with the rook and knight, and how you are going to defend this? Maybe you can play this knight to e2 here, but after we just put this okay, for right now it's not clearly winning here, but yeah, this bishop and this bishop is really doing great job here for Savitri. Meanwhile, in the game of Gukesh is slowly trying to. Okay, his opponent has able to bring his king in the game. Maybe now it's time for Gukesh to bring his king on the game. Maybe king g2 is not how his king g2. Maybe just bringing the king here, but I'm just worried about that rook e2 move here. How you are just this p2 pawn is really weak here. Nice, right? Yeah, this p2 pawn is really. So meanwhile, I am hoping that India is going to take draw here also. Meanwhile, in the game of Hari Krishna, what was happened is Hari Krishna is still playing. Guys, okay, for right now, this position is very much drawish because of the knight and four pawn in the board. Now, king is attacking the knight, so knight has to come here. Knight c5, the pawn is getting attacked. But now white can take this knight. You will take this check. Maybe king to d3, knight c5, king d2, and still this game is going to be a draw. Okay, this is draw, guys. This is okay. Knight c5 and knight takes a5. What happened in the board? Now Hare Krishna is going to take that pawn, giving a check. King can directly go to a2. Knight goes back, and this game is very much draw. And okay, in the meanwhile, in the game of Gukesh, this game is also going for a draw here. Gukesh has put this knight on g2. Maybe the knight is going to this e3 square here. But yeah, for right away, the black pawns on this f7 and this h6 are really weak, but there is no way to attack them. White has no way to attack these pawn, right? And meanwhile, hmm, okay, meanwhile in women's sport, we can just check out the women's sport, right, guys? How our women's are doing. Okay, wait. In the women's section, China is leading, guys, right? So can we check the Chinese women's team matches today? What was happening? Okay, in the board of Ho Yufan, okay, Ho Yufan has a good position as usual. White king is really weak here, and the queen is already here on this g3 square. But now queen goes to this g5 square right away. And in the game of Jiner Ju, Jiner Ju is just crushing his opponent. Okay, for in women's section, Chinese team is really strong. And in the game of Zone, okay, this game was already draw. In the game here, WG Chai is okay. He is from where? Wait, who is Chinese player here? That I guess WGM have to check. Where is this? Where is he from? Okay, Chinese player. Okay, here also. Okay, Chinese team is going to win here in the women's section. Okay, I guess India is going to get two silver medals. It's very tough to win gold medal after this draw in the men's sport. Already Iranian team is just crushing their opponent. Already okay. First game, Param has drawn there and sorry win there. Tabatabai is already draw their game, and here in the in between Idani and Lutohan, the game is pretty much balanced here. Okay, still there is some tactics here, and but already the Vietnam player has very less time here, so it's very less chances that they are going to get a comeback. Meanwhile, in Daneshwar, okay, who is the GM of okay, maybe okay, here what has happened? They has not taken the draw. They are still playing, right? Okay, they are okay. His opponent. Okay, maybe this game can go anywhere in the time pressure, but here you have to find the move like knight h5 and knight coming back here. But it's not easy, guys. Knight h5 if you play. Okay, for right away. Okay, you have to. Okay, you can find, guys, because your knight is attacked. Knight h5. But I'm thinking out move like this. But after this rook to c4, you are just going to take this pawn. Bishop takes. Okay, are you going to? Anything is fine, right? Okay, you have to take this pawn, right? But it's very hard to tell the difference between these two moves, taking this pawn or taking this pawn. So this game will end in a draw, and already Param has win his game. So Iranian team is going to win uh, today team matches. Meanwhile, in the game of Gukesh and his opponent VE, Gukesh is just trying to grind out this end game, but yeah, it's not easy for Gukesh here. Okay, here knight e3 was played. It's very hard to find the move like king c5. Okay, king c5 is just a reflective move because now this knight to f5 is just coming here, taking a fork and with pawn here. So now he just played king c6 here already, and the game is pretty much balanced. Okay, in the meanwhile, in the game of Hari Krishna is trying to grind out his opponent in this end game, but it is never going to be easy because of these three pawn structure. Even if you lose one or two pawns, white can sacrifice his knight for that. Okay, for right now, the white knight is just cut off, guys. There is no way that white knight can come in the game. All square are taken already by the black pieces. So that's a slight thing that is working for black. But to be practical, this is just draw, guys. This game is just draw. This game is going to be draw. There are no good chances that uh, they can win this game. And meanwhile, in the game of Koneru Humpy, Koneru has already a winning edge. Okay, how? Okay, there is lot of up and down in their board, guys. Queen p3 we had seen, bishop p5, bishop goes to p1, rooks knight c3 was played here, and she just missed that. We can just okay. What is the idea of knight c3? Okay, basically the idea is okay after you takes rook e1 check is okay, rook e1 check is coming, and after you move the king to h2, rook takes b1 is possible. Because if you take with the king and then bishop take, and still this position is pretty much winning for Koneru, because here it's first of all okay, it's Humpy's move, and now Humpy is going to okay, not it is not the move. What is the winning move here? Queen to e4. Wow. Queen to e4 is just okay. For right now, we are just centralizing our queen right away. And okay, if you can't take this, it is already protected by our knight and same time queen. Even if you take with this, I will just take d6. I will solidify with this pawn to p5, and already white is really doing great here. Okay, this was happened, guys. Rook to b1 was happened, and now Humpy has to play this. Uh, Queen takes this. She has to give this, and in then Queen e4 is just crushing for him. Suppose. Meanwhile, in the game of Vaishali, Vaishali is already very close to winning. His rooks are just get going for the attack right away. Okay, for right now, this pawn is under attack. But after this bishop to h3, just a crushing move, because if you take this, then this rook to h2 is just checkmate here. So you can't take this, and now I have a threat of taking the taking this. So this is just winning, guys. This is just over right away, right? White has no counterplay. Okay, already Vaishali has won. His opponent has resigned, guys. GG's. Meanwhile, in Vantika's game, Vantika is clearly winning his game. Vantika has played this. Wow, we had seen the games. So this knight attack the queen. Queen goes to h4. He just give a check. King goes to h1. Now queen comes here. And now in this position, he just take the pawn on b4. Rook comes to d8. And now she just play this knight to e5 move, attacking this rook already. And after this rook to d5. Now his opponent is saying that if you take this, then your queen is just hanging. So you can't take this. So, but what his opponent is missing is, now well, he can just play this bishop c5 attacking this knight here, which is defending the rook on this g6 square. So this, or maybe you can just play this rook to f4 maybe. Okay, everything is winning, guys. Everything is winning for Vantika here. Meanwhile, in game of Savita Shirish, Savita is just crushing his opponent. Look, look the position, guys. What is white is going to do? Okay, white. Okay, there is a. Okay, sorry. There is a pawn on f7 to take, but after this bishop to e3 check, the king has to go away. And after this, here you are just going to take this bishop, because if you take this, this is just going to hang, and this is just looking very much winning for where. Oh, okay, sorry, Shavita here. Okay, his opponent has played h4 here, but now you can take this bishop, take h4. This is a free pawn right away, and this is just winning. Meanwhile, in the game of key, Case has just played rook. Okay, after this b3, his opponent played this knight to c3, attacking the rook here. But after this rook coming to c4, now what his opponent is going to do is, his opponent is going to take. Okay, what is happening if you take? If you take, then I guess knight takes is just nice for Gukesh, because you are just defending this pawn, you are just attacking the rook, you are just controlling the square of b2, and whenever your opponent trying to go this, you have a very beautiful fork coming. So this position, okay, taking, okay, is if his opponent take the rook, then this is just a very good position for Gukesh, and we can hope that thing from his opponent, and it will be great. Or otherwise his opponent has to play this rook to d4 here. Is it working? Rook to d4? No, I don't think it's working, because after knight f5, okay, maybe you can take this, but after this bait takes c4, rook takes here, I have this knight takes h6, your pawn is just falling here, and I have 3 connected passer here. So meanwhile, guys, Gukesh has some chances. Gukesh is creating some chances to win this game. Meanwhile, in Hari Krishna game, Hari has taken the draw, guys, and Hari is going to take that draw. Yes. And for your information, guys, wait, Vaishali has win his game. Wow, Vantika has win his game. Savita Shri is just winning his game. He is almost very close to winning this game. There is no counter play for white in this position. This is the free pawn on h4 here. And in the game of Koneru Humpy, what was happened? Humpy has also very nice position, but what Humpy did is, after this bishop take rook, she just play this queen to c2, which is a very logical move here. Now bishop has to go back to baby here, but knight e7 just comes and king has to go here, right? but then after this queen is coming here, winning this pawn, and this is looking very winning for Humpy. Humpy is also going to win this. Meanwhile, in the game of Gukesh, his opponent is down to 6 minutes. And okay, guys, let's look the Vietnam player game. Okay, his opponent. Okay, I think we are also getting a result from this one because the position is so imbalanced here. The pawn is already on c6. Rook is defending the pawn here. Bishop is also eyeing on. And this position is a double-edged position for both players right away. So let's see what they will play here. But there are good chances that these games are going to draw. And guys, if you have not liked the stream, please like the stream. It will be great if you reach 10 likes here. And I'm hoping that Vietnam team win today, but it's not happening, guys. Okay, already Param Magshadhaloo has beaten Lacom Lime. Amin tabatabai has drawn his game, and in the fourth Daneshwar has drawn his game already, and their game is going on live. To Minha game is going on. I'm hoping if he can win this game, okay, we can open this game by the way. And only Gukesh game was going here, and Gukesh has slight chances here that Gukesh can win this game. And okay, his opponent is thinking for his move. Let's see what is working. Okay, can we check this with lichess? Wait, I think Gukesh has more advantage than which it is showing. Let's okay, it's individual men's team. Okay, right away. Okay, Gukesh has a great advantage, guys. Yeah, that's I'm saying. Gukesh is doing great because you have to trade this rook, right? If you don't trade the rook and you just move this rook from this open file, you are just allowing white so much activity here. Maybe white can also play this rook to c1 just attacking here. So it's not going to happen here. Although Gukesh has a uh, slight advantage here if Gukesh is already a pawn up here. But meanwhile, in the game of Humpy, let's look the game of Humpy. Okay, what was happened in the game of Humpy? Humpy's white pieces. Humpy has successfully managed to win the pawn on d6. Maybe now she can bring his bishop back, and maybe she can try to advance the pawn on d file, which is great here. Here, Humpy can now bring his bishop back, just push this pawn, and already Humpy is going to win. Already, guys, in the women's sport, Vaishali has won. Uh, Vantika has already won. Savita has a nice position here. Already, Savita is just crushing. Okay, what happened in Savita's game? What? Why she just okay? Bishop c3 is still fine. Now he just go for f5. Is it needed to go f5 here? I don't think. Okay, maybe now you can go like this, but yeah, why she doesn't take this free pawn? I guess it's free pawn, right? And even if black white takes this pawn here, you are just going to take the bishop because whenever white takes this, you are just a piece up here, and the game is just winning for white. Guys, this lag is happening here on the stream. No, it's fine, right? So, okay, it is still a little bit complicated, but yes, let's winning for her. Maybe now she has to play f4, but yeah, let's go back to the Gookie game. Gookies. Okay, this was not the best move by his opponent here. Okay, his opponent take the pawn on c3. Wow, Vietnam player is just doing great here by taking the pawn. Okay, he has just gotten rid of that pawn here now. But b5 is really looking strong here. b5, what you are going to do? Okay, you have to play knight d2, attacking back this rook, and there is no time to capture anything. Wow. I hope guys today Vietnam team drew the against Iran, and Gukesh managed to win this game, then India is on number one, and there are great chances that okay, rook c4, rook d. Wait, what happened, guys? We had seen this. Wait, rook c4, rook tt4. Oh, Gukesh again missed the winning idea here, guys. The winning idea here is knight to f5. You are just attacking this rook. And after rook takes, you will take this. Now knight is attacked. Rook takes c4 will come. You are going to win this h6 pawn. Now you are threatening to win this f7 pawn right away. And this is more winning chances here. But what happened in their game was after knight d5, king takes d5, rook c3 was played by Gukesh. And after this king to d6, which was not the best move, he just picked a6 here. And now, okay, for right now, the game is just going here and there. But yeah, I hope Gukesh win this. And meanwhile, in the game of here, in the Vietnam player is really doing great here. Great job. Okay, I think he has some advantage here. He is already a pawn up. His rooks are quite defending well. Oh, okay. For right now, the knight is attacking this rook further more. Okay, what happened after this move? Is it bad move? Yeah, it's bad move because of f4 and f5 is coming here. Wow. So guys, there are some chances that this Vietnam player who is Liu Minha, whatever he is, he can beat this Iranian player, and that will be great for India. Meanwhile, in the case game, case just I guess is it okay? How tough is this move? I guess it's tough, maybe. Okay, here the idea is you have to play this. Now you are attacking this rook. He has to take. I will take. Now we are attacking this knight. So you have to take, right? You will take. I will take. Now your pawn is attacking. You have to play f6 move like f6. Now knight come to f5 here. Maybe a rook. A rook. Okay, not rook here because it just come with the tempo. Maybe rook here. Just clearing the path for the passed pawn. But now you will start with the h4 move. Okay, pawn here, h5 here, here, and this is winning, right? Okay, black tried to stop this pawn from going here. You will still push now, or what? What is the move here? Maybe you have to bring your king first. And this, I think it is better for Gukesh, right? Because even if you give that pawn and you win this pawn, you have 2 versus 1 here. These pawns are really weak. And okay, but it's very hard to calculate all these things in time pressure. That I will say for this thing. The rook d2 was happen here. Now Cookie has to play this rook f3 maybe just to attack this pawn. But I'm thinking out this king to e7 move right away. But king to e7 maybe can you bring this rook? Then okay. Meanwhile, in the women's sport, Savita Shri is just winning after this hashtag g6. Now he just played this f5, just solidifying here. And now these pawns are really weak. You can't play this move because this king is just pinned here. So, okay, Savita will win. There are no doubt. Meanwhile, in the game of Koneru Humpy, what was happened? In the game of Humpy, okay, his opponent has played this bishop to a4 right away. So, for right now, you can't push this because this is already hanging. So what you are going to play here? Maybe queen c4 with the idea of playing this b5 move, just shutting down this bishop diagonal here, and maybe then you can push. Yeah, that can be a good idea here. अभी भी जागे हो और ब्लेंडर भाई क्या हाल है आपके क्या चल रहा है आपका But okay, let's go back to the case game. Okay, Hari has drawn now. Okay, meanwhile, oh, that was the good guy. That was the that was nice. Vietnam player was winning against Iranian player, and if he was able to win this game, then Iran has to take the draw. And if Iran will draw and Gukesh will win, India will be number one. But it depends on Gukesh how he is going to continue. Now in this position, I guess you can just bring your rook here on the open file. This knight is just protecting this. This bishop is already on a good place. Maybe you can just bring here, just double the rook on this d file. Maybe he can do this. He has 1 minute, guys. Guys, it will be a big result for India if this Vietnam player, who is this Le Tuhan Minha, whatever that is, able to beat this Idani Poyo. Then the game of between Iran and Vietnam will be draw, because already Lakong Lem was beaten by Param, and Tabatabai has drawn his game. Already in their fourth game, they had drawn. Meanwhile, in the game of Gukesh and V, Gukesh is trying to grind this game, but yeah, for right now, Gukesh is not able to find a way uh, how to win this game. But for right now, Gukesh is a pawn up. But at this time, I'm still thinking of this variation where after this rook d4, you have to play this knight f5 attacking this rook. Black has to take. Now you will take. You are attacking the knight, so rook has to take this. And okay, you will take this h6 pawn. Now this pawn is attacked, so you have to play this. Now I will play this knight to g5 or f5, which is more. The knight to f5. Just for right now, I'm blocking the pawn. And okay, maybe rook. Okay, how tough is uh, for Gukesh to calculate this thing? But still, this is not complete winning. But yeah, this is a great chance for Gukesh. Now you have a clear pass, H passer here. And this C passer, already you can stop with this. Maybe king can come, rook is already here. Knight can also come to e3. That is, I think, एक आज तो गुकेश को बचाना ही होगा. हाँ, एग्जैक्टली. आज गुकेश को करना पड़ेगा कुछ ना कुछ, तभी इंडिया सेकंड पोस्ट पे आ सकती है, फर्स्ट पे आ सकती है, राइट? अदरवाइज देयर इज नो वे. Meanwhile, okay, women's board already we are just crushing everything. Okay, but here rook e6 was played, and now it's okay. One pair of rook was traded, but now it's very hard to win this game, I guess. Okay, for right now, this rook is tied down to defend the pawn on a6 here. Tejas More, hello bro, hello Tejas, welcome to the stream by the way. Meanwhile, in the women's sport, Vaishali has already won. Vantika has already won. Savita, okay, what? Sabita has already won. And now the game of Humpy is going on. Okay, Bar is saying, yeah, whatever this Bar is saying, but this looks like White is winning, right? White has a passer on this, because this is not refreshed. So let's refresh it. I think Humpy is going to win this. He has a passer, right? He has a passer here, and he can push. Okay. For right now, h5 is a threat here, but it's not a big deal, guys. h5, for h5, what can you play? Maybe f6 here. I play Gukesh game more important. Yeah, Gukesh game is really important here, and this game is also very important for India, guys. This game can make a difference of India winning gold or silver. Here, Vietnam team player Lei Tun is playing against Iranian player Idani Poya. Already Param Magshadhaloo has won, and if in this game this Vietnam player is able to beat this opponent, then the team score will be 2-2 and the game team match was draw. Then Iran will get only 1 point. And if, yeah, yeah, Iran is first. Then Iran will get it only 1 point. And then Iran points will be 10 point. India has already 8 point. If Case is able to win this game, then India will get 10 point. But look at the match point which India has. India has already 14 match point. Then India will lead the tournament and it is a good result. So meanwhile in the here he is finding all the best move. Now queen takes h5. This knight is free to take, right? This knight is just free for taking. Yeah. Meanwhile, in Gukesh game, okay, Gukesh is trying to open up the position, but yeah, still okay. This is 2 versus 3 going on this side. After this trade, I guess you trade, and it make good news from other sports. Saurav Ghoshal advance in first mention. Oh, that's very nice, guys. Okay. I right now China is leading in points table in medal tally, but yeah, India is also doing nice here. Maybe India will won one gold medal in cricket, I guess. Yeah. And okay, we are very much sure that India will win at least 2 medals from chess, even if they are silver. But yeah, there are good chances. Meanwhile, in the women's section, in the Chinese, okay, Hu Yufan is just crushing his opponent. Jiner Ju has win his game, and Joe Tani has through his game. Mo Jai has won. Okay, in the women's section, Chinese team is also winning. So points tally is going to be same in women's sport, but India will be okay. India will be still in the second position in the women's section. But in the men's section, Gukesh has really great chance. Oh guys, wow! Vietnam player has able to beat Idani Poyo. Now with today, Iran will get only 1 point. Now it's time for Gukesh. Gukesh, come on, you have to win this. And you have to uh, keep India in number one position. Okay, Rook if King to E5 was played here, but I'm. Can you bring the King, King G2, or maybe you can play F5 here? F5 is. What about F5 here? I think F5 just looks good, right? F5, you are just kicking out this king back away. Maybe, sorry, you can't go that. Maybe here. But where will you go? You have to come here or what? Okay, you can't come here. Uh, Here, this check will come, right? Okay, but then you can go here. Okay, maybe F5 is the move here. Okay, by the way, what happened is he just played Rook A4, which is also good. Who is good? गुकेश को छोड़ के by the way Praggnanandhaa drew his game, Hare Krishna drew his game, and Vidit also drew his game. So only Vidit game is going on right away, and Vidit is a pawn up right away. Maybe Vidit has to bring his king in the game right away. Okay, for right now it's Vidit move after king f6. Okay, just bring the king here. Just bring the king, right? I think this is nice position for Gukesh to win. I guess if Magnus was there, I'm pretty sure Magnus has grind this game. Magnus can win this game. Pretty sure. I'm very much sure that okay. Meanwhile, by looks, if I think he is trying to skewer, yeah, he's just trying to grind this game. Maybe Gukesh can win this game because he is a pawn up. Okay, king g6. Black is just trying to put his king closer to the pawns. Maybe now you have to start with the king g2. But yeah, it's very hard to win these type of rook and games. But yeah, maybe in time pressure, his opponent can make some mistakes. Okay, rook. But can I play rook to a4? Just pressure and just defending right away. Maybe. Okay, what? He can come here. Okay, sorry, not here. Then I can just play h4. Let's see. Let's see, guys, what they are going to do. Now, I guess king. Okay, you can also bring the king. Maybe. Okay, there are so many moves here which can be played. He should kill a7 pawn with the rook and start advancing his pawn. But yeah, you can't. It is not. It is not going to happen. It's not easy to take the pawn on a7. Whenever you try to go from this side, your a6 pawn falls, and after this you are going to be in trouble. So it's not easy to take the pawn on a7. Yeah, if there was no pawn on a7, then this game was just lost for his opponent. But right now the rook is just defending. Okay, he just shuffling his rook on this third rank here. So more or less we are going to witness a draw here or what? Kesh, come on. Meanwhile, okay, any games which are going very interesting? No. Okay, Rinath is okay winning against a FM. Okay, this is Queen end game going on, and there is a passer here on c7. Okay, this will be Queen for sure. By the way, in the game of Gukesh, his opponent is always playing king g5. Maybe I am thinking for the move h4. My feeling say India is going to lose. Why? How India is going to lose? Tejas, why? India is not going to lose. This is a draw position, right? India cannot lose from this position. Even if you remove this a pawn from the white side, still it's draw. Even if you lose this pawn, if you remove these two pawns here, still it's a draw game. So there are no chance that India is going to lose here. Okay, meanwhile India is playing for win here. If Gukesh is able to win this end game, then it will be great. Then India is going to be number one here. No, not the whole match. No, no. How India is going to lose whole match, by the way? Tejas, why? Already India has drawn all games, now. Pragg has drawn, Vidit has drawn, and Hare Krishna has drawn. So there is no way that India can. Let's go for h4, h5. Just not allowing this come, but yeah, it's still very much strong. So basically, guys, in the men's section, Pragg has already drawn against. Okay, I don't remember the player name. And Hari has also drawn. Vidit has also drawn. Oh, I don't know. Okay, that's fun. And now it's only one game going right away against Gukesh and VE, where is a pawn up, but this is a rook end game, and this game can be held by his opponent. So, and by the way, in the other matches, Iran has taken 2-2 score. 2-2 score. Iran, okay, Param Magshadhaloo beats Lekomlin, but other Vietnam player has beaten the Iranian player. So the score is 2-2. The game is drawn if Gukesh keeps through. No, Gukesh has one extra pawn now. So there is okay. It's black who has to be defensive. Okay, but yeah, black will just keep his rook here. Doesn't allow the king too much go active. But yeah, still this game is very much draw. I think Gukesh can't win this game. There are no chances. There are no chances. Okay, king g5 was played here. It's very hard for pair to win this type of games. You can't win this type of end games. if your opponent doesn't blunder. So this is just okay. Now Gukesh has finally pushed the ape h3 pawn, which is good. And maybe now king will again goes to g6 or sorry g6 or maybe f5. But now okay, maybe if what happen if king to h4, then king f4 will come. So India has drawn all the games they have played. Yeah, India has drawn their three games and fourth game is going on between Gukesh and Vaishali. Okay, Gukesh is trying to grind out this, but yeah, still that is pretty much drawish game going on right away. Meanwhile, in the women's team, what was happened with the Humpy? What Humpy has done? Okay, let's go to the Humpy's game. Already, India in women's team, Savita has won, Vantika has won, Vaishali has won his game. Only Humpy's game was going on, and I guess Humpy has also won, right? Yeah, Humpy has also won. Nice. Okay, guys, in the women's section, India has clean sweep their opponent with 4-0 score. So that's great result for India in women's section. But in men's section, if they draw, whole match is drawn. Yeah, huh. Agree. Then both the team will get 1 point. Uh, at right now, the points table, Iran is on the lead with 9 point. Okay, today they will get 1 point. If India will draw, India will also get 1 point, and they will be on 9. Iran will on 10. And Vietnam has also drawn their games, so they will get 1 point. But basically, guys, if Gukesh is able to win this game, then India will get 2 point and India has 10 point. Iran has also 10 point. But the game point of India are more than Iran player. So if Gukesh is able to win this match, then India is going to win. And guys, if you are not like the stream, please like the stream. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe the channel. Mhm. Yeah. So that's the case, brother. Yeah, which I am telling you. So Case has to find a way to win this game, but it's very hard. As I already said, this game can't win. Avinash, this is the last match of tournament. No, there are three more rounds, guys. This is nine round. This is 9 round, guys. This is 9 round. There are 3 round more to happen, but after they are getting very easy teams. Iran will also get easy teams. India is also getting easy team, but Iran is already uh, ahead in points table. So guys, 12 people are watching. Just like the stream, can we reach 10 likes? But okay, Gukesh is still trying to press in this game, which is not easy right away. Okay, now Gukesh has gone for active plan, but he just lose the pawn here. Okay, this is just draw, guys. Now this is draw. Okay, Gukesh has activated his rook, but yeah, Black has also a passer, and Black will just try to push his pawns also. You have to go king g2, even if you go behind the king. It's just okay. This is draw, guys. Okay, got it. This game is draw. Nothing can happen in this game for right away. So Iran is still in the top. India is on the second number. Okay, yesterday, if India is able to uh, beat Iran, then there are great chances that India can get gold medal. But yeah, still there are some chances. But yeah, after this game, I think Iran is going to win the gold medal. To be practical, and India will win silver. And same is happening in the women's sport. China is leading in the tournament. Okay, king to f. Okay, now this rook will not allow king to enter on this f in this fifth rank here. And this is a draw. This is well known draw. Even you can play f4 here. This is still draw. This is just draw, guys. Now, although black has a pass pawn here, so this is draw, guys. Okay, they are going to repeat, right? Rook a3 check was played 2 times already. King has gone to f4. So now king will go again f4. He will check. Okay, this is draw. This is draw, guys. This is already draw. This is and draw is going to happen. Okay, this is they are going 3-4 repetition. Okay, guys. Now I guess I am also going to end the stream, guys. We will meet tomorrow, and tomorrow I will also stream this. So guys, if you have not liked the stream, please like the stream. Okay, for right now, Gukesh has ended with his king on e5, but still there is no way to win this game. Even if you can play this, king has no good way. This check will always come. King goes to e7, and after this is just okay. Rook e4 check is most precise here because you are not now just cutting off this king with the file, and probably you are going to win this pawn. Okay, white can also win this pawn a7, but yeah, still this is draw. Now rook e2 just, and after this rook c6. Okay, sorry, not this one. Rook c6 check. King has to go back. After king goes here, you can take this pawn. White will take this. Again, rook a6 check. Rook you can take a draw like this, and this is just a draw. Okay, this was happened in the board by the way. Rook e2 was played. Now Cookie will play this king c6. So rook c6 check. King has to go back. This check, and after this check, if king comes here, you will take this pawn. Black will take this pawn, and he will again give a check. King has to go back. He will again give a check. King has to go back, and this is a draw. This is just a draw. This is just draw, guys. This position is totally drawish. There is no way. Okay, I guess they are going to agree. But yeah, there was a time when the position can be imbalanced here. Here, okay, in this position, Gukesh has to find the move which is knight to f5, but it's not easy to find. Basically, what is happening is you are attacking the rook. So black has to take this rook. You will take this. Your knight is attacked. So rook has to take this. You will take this pawn here. And basically this pawn is the text. So you have to move this pawn. Knight to f5. And now you will play this rook to b5, just clearing out the way of this pass pawn. But now white has a pass pawn already on h. So not h3. You have to go h4. Suppose he just push, you can just go. He just push, you can go. Now maybe okay, white has okay. Maybe if you push, okay, it's black move. If you push, then this is just lost for black. And in this position, if this position was arrived in the board, Gukesh has really great chances of winning this because this position is very imbalanced. For right now, this pawn is not going anywhere. You can bring your rook here, maybe rook c3, sorry, rook c1, and knight is well placed in the center. On already you have a pass pawn here. You can also create a pass pawn from this side, and that can be better for Gukesh. But somehow Gukesh miss, or maybe this is hard to find whether it's good or what. Okay, this was happened, guys. Rook c6 was happened. King goes to f7. Check. Check. Take this. Check. This is just wrong. Black king can't come here, and white will always check him. So this is just over, guys. This is just draw game. Okay, Gukesh has gone for this f4, but yeah, still this is draw, guys. There is still no way. Now maybe rook e3, just attacking the pawn from there. and you will play rook a6. You will take king here, you will here. Okay, basically you just want to come here, but yeah, after this rook h3, you will take this pawn. White can take this pawn, black can take this, you will play this. Now rook g4 is just winning here. He can also, oh sorry, not, because this rook is hanging. So rook has to cut off this. Now h pawn will run. He will try to move this f4 pawn. And this is still draw, guys. This is just draw. Okay, rook e3 has happened in the board. Gukesh is hoping for some mistake from his opponent, but now I don't think there is anything going to happen in their board. By the way, guys, if you are not like the stream, just like the stream. Okay, this was happened. Now you will first give this check. Okay, some check was happened in the board. And this is quite a drawish game. Okay, 7, if king comes here, you will give another check. King has to go back. Now you will pick king e5, rook h3. You can take this pawn. Black can take this pawn. And this is just over, guys. This is just draw. This is complete draw game. This rook endgame is totally draw. Okay, here king e5 was happened. Now rook h3 is just, wait guys, rook h3. Okay, his opponent just played this. Okay, this is same, guys. There is no difference here with that move or this move, because you are still going to take this. Black is still going to take this, and maybe you can play this rook a7 check, king h6. Okay, I think king goes back is still fine, right? There is no way. Okay, rook h6, a7 check was happened. Okay, king goes to h6. Now there is no way. Okay, you can just give check, but there is no meaning of that checks. That is just over, guys. Guys, if you are not like the stream, please like the stream. Already 10 people, 13 people are watching. Will be great. Okay, just Gukesh now take the draw. Okay, I guess they are going to take the draw. And this is just a draw portion. And now I'm also going to end this stream, because there is no way to no way for anyone to win that game. And let's end this stream for right away. Thank you guys for joining the stream. Okay, I will also stream maybe tomorrow. And okay guys, thank you, bye bye.